On Arirang Radio.
Artists you want to hear and know.
Now on Arirang Radio.
Music Stage. So just like Beauty Handsome last week, we haven't seen this person for a long time. During that time though, her song Colours climbed back up the charts, and we're going to talk about, of course, BTS's Chingle Friends, which she took part in, featured in the movie Eternals. Yes, here for Music Stage, come back with a new album before the year ends, blessing us with their musical energy. We have Miss Stella Jang in the studio. Bonjour, madame.
Bonjour.
See, I did that wrong, didn't I? I don't have the French feel about it.
Yeah, but it was kind of okay.
Can I try something with you?
Okay.
Okay, bonjour, je m'appelle Sam Carter. It's quite good, right?
Yeah.
My name sounds kind of French when you do it like that.
Yeah, that's Sam Carter.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Anyways, Stella Jang's with us, everybody. Hello.
Hello, it's Stella Jang in the studio for Superkeepop.
I know.
And it's been a long time.
Dude, we haven't seen you for 2 years here. So it's been a while. 2019 was when you came last.
So it was before COVID.
It was before, yeah. Since COVID started, we haven't seen you. How does it feel to come on?
Well, it's been a long time, but at the same time, it feels like it was yesterday because time flew so fast. During the 2 last years, it was like every day is the same. So you couldn't really feel the days pass. And yeah, but still, I released a new album, new EP.
Yeah.
And so I got here.
We're so thankful that you came to see us because I have to say, in the last 2 years, you've become one of the most recognised singer-songwriters as well. Everyone's talking about Stella Jang. People have shown you so much love. It's been amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Since the time we've seen you, you've been, of course, very busy. What are some of the things that you've been up to then? So obviously your own music and stuff, right?
Yeah. As you mentioned, in the intro, the Color song, I never thought that it would just climb up the charts after 3 years.
It's amazing, isn't it?
And it started with the tick thing. I don't know if you're allowed to mention it. Yeah.
Oh,
the SNS thing.
Yeah.
And it became a challenge, colors challenge, with different colors, and then idol fans started using it for their 최애, for their favorite members of the group.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wow. And they didn't even know that it was my song because it's all in English, so they didn't expect it to be written by a Korean singer.
Right.
And it was just an intro song of my debut EP called Colors with the same name.
Yeah, it was the intro song. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was so short. It's 1 minute and a half long, I think.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so everybody knows the refrain, but nobody knows that it's my song, which is cool. Again.
There is something very cool about that,
yeah.
Actually. I actually like that. That's very cool. I think it might be the first, you said it's 1 minute and a half, right?
I think,
It might be the first song, 1 minute and a half in the charts. You just don't know. It's amazing, isn't it?
And it was so surprising because it was never on Korean charts.
Yeah.
But it was on the Indonesian chart or something like that.
Right.
So, and thank you for all the Indian and Indonesian fans.
Terima kasih. Yeah.
Oh, what is it?
Terima kasih means thank you.
Terima kasih.
Yeah, it means thank you.
Terima kasih.
That's amazing. So all these amazing things have happened to you during this time. It's obviously, but I think it's not just luck, she's working so hard putting out great music. I think, definitely well deserved.
Yeah, but everybody works hard, but not everybody gets the luck.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm the lucky one.
You've done so well. You've done so well. Not just that, we have to talk about this because again, I mentioned this in the opening. By the way, I haven't seen the film yet, so I don't,
no spoiler.
I don't want to listen to the song until I see it with the film. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You get what I mean, right? So a song you took part in was in the Marvel movie Eternal. I like saying it like that. BTS's Chingle Friends.
Yay!
Dude, I mean that's amazing because obviously, do you do lots of work for other artists?
No, not even. This was my first work outside what I do for myself.
Really?
And it was my first 외부 작업, external works.
Yeah.
And this is the only song I worked on with BTS. And my part is very small, but still. And I was surprised that Marvel picked this song specifically.
Right.
I was like, thank you, Marvel. Thank you BTS. Thank you, Hype. Like, thank you, everybody.
Amazing.
Because I every time I go watch a movie, and when I see all those long credits, long ending credits,
Yeah.
I'm like, who are all those people? Like, where
Right.
where do they come from, and what did they do for the movie, and how did they get there? And
Yeah.
and I'm like, wow, and I'm there now.
Oh, dude, that's amazing.
And that was amazing, and it was like the first time that I was watching the credits like so concentrated, like till the
Exactly.
very end.
Yeah.
Because I had to find my name.
Of course.
Yeah, and they use my Korean name. It's not even Stella Jang. It's Song은 Chang.
Aha. Well, is there a reason for that?
I don't know. I think like they just use everybody's real name.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look at. So when I will watch the movie, I'm gonna stay to watch the credits. I'm like, oh, that's Stella Jang.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
no.
there's the cookie afterwards. So
Yeah. Of course. I can't wait to do that. That must have been absolutely amazing. Did you have? Was it fun working on somebody else's music
yeah,
rather
it was
than your
very
own?
different,
Yeah?
and it was kind of it was very different. It was not like good or bad. It was just something that I never did before. And it was interesting. And I think I would like to have like more experience about it because it broadens a little bit like what you can do with,
Yeah.
with what you have.
Of course. I mean, and saying that as well, so many artists in Korea. There's lots of people to work with as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
So it's brilliant. Well, congratulations on that. It sounds like things are just going so well. Have you seen the movie? You saw the
Yeah,
movie. So
I
you
saw
watched
it. Yeah,
with the
yeah,
credits.
I watched it like 2 days ago.
Yeah. Was it good?
Yeah, it was.
No spoilers.
Yeah, it was no spoilers. It was cool.
Yeah.
A lot of VFX and.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to watch it. Listeners. I don't know if you guys have watched it. No spoilers, please, to you guys as well.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. Now we also obviously we spoke about colours as well, doing so well.
Yeah.
It's interesting, like people digging up older songs and doing that. Hopefully, it can happen for more of your songs as well. You know.
I hope to. And
Yeah.
this gave me back a little bit hope about good songs don't die. Because sometimes like when you work in this industry,
Yeah.
you tend to be a little pessimist about how it works and
Yeah.
how all the marketing stuff and something outside music is more important than the music itself.
Yeah.
And I just experienced myself that sometimes luck happens.
Yeah.
And but it's at the same time it's a little bit annoying to wait for the luck,
Yeah.
but there's nothing you can do.
That's true. Just keep.
So just like
going.
keep doing what you're doing,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm doing these days.
I like that saying. Good songs don't die. I'm gonna say that every day. Good songs don't die. Good songs don't die. Good songs
Yeah,
don't die.
but it's hard to be convinced like fully about that thing because sometimes I feel like but why did this good song like never came up to the charts, like not even my
Yeah.
songs, like other artists' songs that I really love and they're not very famous and I'm like, why? I'm pretty sure this song never got the fame it deserved.
Right.
So I don't know if it's really true to say that good songs don't die, but I want to believe in it.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think it's, I think it's true as well. You know, people still listen to the music they listened to when they were kids and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's definitely true. I'm thinking about obviously talking to you now. I remember, like when you were first starting out, and you
it
came
was
here
like 7 years ago.
7 years ago. I still remember.
5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, I still remember talking to you here. And do you feel, because obviously you're now experienced, like especially everyone in music knows who you are, and do you feel different to that time when you were starting?
Yes and no, and I am trying to get back the 초심, like this starting mind again, because when I was a fresh started musician, like I was ambitious, like I wanted to do
Yeah.
a lot of things, and even if I knew that hard works don't necessarily pay off, I was prepared to do it.
Right.
Just because I liked it.
Yeah.
And these days I feel like I have this big calculator in my head, and when I think that it's not worth it, I don't do it. Like I don't want to do it. And now I start to pick things that I want to do.
Yeah.
And one day I thought, like, But Stella, like, is it okay? Like,
Yeah.
it's not right to work like this.
Yeah.
And but at the same time, you have a limited amount of time, limited amount of energy. So you have to focus on what you want to do, and you have more works that come to you. So you have to make choices. But at the same time, when I choose not to do a work, I feel guilty.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
you have a similar personality to me, so it's hard to say no to things, isn't it? But you're right. But I think you become wiser. Pick and choose the stuff that you want to do as well. Yeah, I think that's important. It's not written in the script, but I also wanted to mention. Just thinking about it, you're quite close with Lamsi as well, right?
Yeah.
You did a song together as well recently. What was that called again? The song you did?
Oh, it was
together?
Fortune Teller.
Fortune Teller.
Yeah.
That was amazing, the song you did. Huge fan of Lamsi. That must have been fun doing like collaborations like that as well.
Yeah, he was introduced to me by a friend that we haven't had in common. And so he sent me this song, like, I really want to work on this song with you. And I was like, yeah, send it. And
because he came on, when did he come on? A few months ago, talking about the song.
Yeah.
And I was like, how did you get in contact with Stella Jang? He was like, and he said, oh yeah, I got in contact, says I really want you to be on it, and he had a big smile on his face. He was like so happy that Stella Jang was on his song.
Like he was telling me that, like, we are planning on everything based on the scenario where you are participating, and I'm like, okay, so if I say no, like, that's not an option.
That's a good way to persuade someone.
Yeah.
Like, say this all comes down, you have to do this.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, love that song as well. Right, we've also got to talk about your new album, which came out last month. It's called Stairs. Right, do you want to talk about it?
Stairs.
Why is it called Stairs? What's going on?
So I had that thought. I live on the second floor, like in second Korean floor. So it's really not far away from the ground. So I have not so many stairs to walk on. But every day I go home, like, there's no elevator. So I always climb on the stairs, and sometimes the random inspiration comes to you. Like, it could be a word, it could be a slice of a melody.
Yeah.
And I thought that stairs might be a space of inspiration for me. And that's where I started this project, the name of this project. And some songs were really started in the stairs.
Right. Oh, interesting.
And some others don't, but I just put them together, like, in the same category of album. And also I thought that life could be compared to a big set of stairs.
Yeah.
And now that I'm like 31 in Korean age and 29 in international age,
Aha.
I'm on the 29th stair
Right.
of my set of stairs. I
Yeah.
don't know how long it is. So it's like you always have to go up. Like, you don't have the choice. You don't have the choice.
No.
Like, you can't go back. There's no U-turn. And so I thought it was a nice way to put my songs of these days and keep it in memory, like in the form of an EP.
That's interesting. Now, Stella, they're talking about living on the second floor. In Korea, ground floor is 1.
Yeah.
So G is 1, and then 1 is 2. That's confusing.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. That's basically what it is. So did you sit on the stairs and actually write the music there? That's not what happened, right?
Oh no, it's like I was walking on the stairs and there some melodies or some words just pop into my head, and I have to record it. And I don't
Right.
like to record it like just on the phone, like just the melody, because whenever I just record just the melody, afterwards when I listen to it, I don't know at all what I intended to do.
Right.
So I like to put record things like with the guitars or just the basic piano chords. So I have to go quickly, like to
Oh, right.
to
That's
my apartment,
interesting.
and
It's like some people, they like to write down their dreams. So when they wake up, they very quickly write it down,
Yeah.
right? Because they don't want
I
to
should
forget.
do that, like, because I have very interesting dreams,
do
but
you?
I just don't remember them.
Do you dream in Korean or French or English?
Oh, that depends on the people who are in the dreams.
Right, because depending on what language they speak.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so interesting talking to Stella Jang. I think, clearly. Do you know what? You seem to have more of a quiet confidence about you compared to last time. This is good.
Yeah, maybe because I thought about myself like for for 2 years.
Yeah. Of course. Well, it's fantastic to have you in. Talking about the new album is so much fun. The title track, it's called 집에 가자, Let's Go Home.
Yay.
The lyrics are really kind of cute but relatable. I think it's really important because you're talking about yummy snacks, going home, buying beer, not being stingy, all these different things in this song as
Yeah.
well. This is what I do every day, so I can really relate to. How did you come about writing those types of lyrics?
Yeah. To start with, I'm a very home friendly person.
Right.
Like, I stay at home all the time. Like I
Right.
don't like to go outside. Like
Uh-huh.
I stick at home. And so whenever I'm outside, I just keep saying, "아, 집에 가자, 집에 가고 싶다." Like all the time. Like let's go home. I want to go home.
Right.
And this was written on a very hard day, like hard work day. And with the COVID and everything, like
Yeah.
I hadn't had those long shooting days like for a long time.
Yeah.
And that day specifically, I had a very long day. Like I got outside like at like 5 a.m. or something like that. And so when everything was done and it was already dark, and I was like, I'm finally
Right.
going home. And that's when I wrote the lyrics like on the phone.
Yeah.
And I already had the melody and I didn't really know what to put in that melody. And then I figured that they could go quite well together. So
Yeah.
so that's why that's how this song was made.
Life experience. That's the best thing for writing songs.
Yeah.
The best thing for
I
writing
totally
songs.
agree.
Do you know what? A pleasure to have Stella here with us, being so open and talking about all of her inspiration. I think it's inspiring for lots of people watching as well and listening. So much fun indeed. One reason that I'm so happy is because I do believe you're going to be nice enough to do some live singing for us, man. Yeah. So the first song you're going to do is the song we just spoke about, 집에 가자, Let's Go Home. If you want to get ready, that'd be amazing. Listeners, Stella Jang's with us. If you got questions, messages, anything really like that, make sure you write them into us, and I'll try to ask as many of them as I possibly can. But for now, Stella Jang is nice enough to sing live for us today, and it's the latest title track, 집에 가자, Let's Go Home. Stella, you ready?
Yep.
All right.
우리 집에 가자 맛있는 과자 양손에 무겁게 사가자 맥주도 사자 아끼지 말자 다 들고서 집으로 가자 하루 종일 열심히 일했으니까 나는 쉬러 간다 넌 어땠니 분명히 고단할 테니까 너도 쉬러 가자 고생한 날 안아주자 우리 집에 가자 맛있는 과자 양손에 무겁게 사가자 맥주도 사자 아끼지 말자 다 들고서 집으로 가자 집에 가자 누워만 있자 10번은 본 영화를 또 보자 울다가 웃자 네 말이 맞아 그러다가 스르륵 잠들자 이렇게 또
Oh, it's so good. Can I just say, I am so relaxed right now.
thank
I am
you.
so relaxed. Oh my God. We got Tanushree saying, we love you. VJ, I love your voice. Nita, very cute voice. Gabby, the song is beautiful. Ang says, I love that.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's such a good song. Do you know what? And I kept, in the chorus, because, hey, let's do this, let's do that. I kept saying, yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right, let's do that.
Yeah, the only problem about this song is that it makes you want to go home.
It does actually. And one of my favorite in the second half of the chorus, you 누워만 있자? I think is that.
Yeah.
I love lying down. It's my favorite thing to do. All I do is lie down at home.
Yeah, and what comes after that? Let's just not lie down, and it's let's rewatch a movie that we watched like for the 10th time times. Yeah.
I love doing that. That's what I do every day. Every day. Brilliant. So that was the 집에 가자, Let's Go Home by Stella Jang that we had there. Of course, she's with us here live in the studio today, listeners. And by the way, in the song, is that you whistling? Are you good at whistling? I'm curious.
Oh yeah, I did the whistling, and I try to do it live, but sometimes it just don't come out.
It's hard. Whistling is hard, man.
Yeah.
Whistling is so hard. I know.
I'm pretty confident about my whistling, but sometimes, like, depending on the moisture in your mouth, like it doesn't work, and yeah.
It's so hard. A close songwriter, producer friend of mine, one time, I remember he was asking me, Sam, do you know any whistlers? Like, he wanted a whistling session.
You know what? I was curious about, is there professional whistlers?
I don't know.
And there's a whistling competition, and they would just play like the Flight of the Bumblebees.
No way.
With the whistle, and I was like, wow, and they don't even put the mouth like the mouth posture.
That's
is
amazing.
different. And so I was like, oh, that's the blue ocean. That's what I gotta go for.
Go for it, man.
I'm gonna be the professional whistler session. Like,
Imagine Stella Jang coming to a whistling competition. That's gotta be amazing.
Yeah.
My goodness me. Flight of the Bumblebee is like one of the fastest, like, it's like one of those songs, yeah. Oh, love it. Brilliant. All right, guys. So we got so much to do with Stella Jang here with us today, of course, listeners. What we're going to do is, I mean, you've got so many songs now. Like an unbelievable number of songs to listen to.
Yeah, so whenever I have to like make a set list for a live performance, I have to like choose out.
He's got that many now. That's amazing. So today, what Stella did for us is pick 3 songs for us. Now, 3 is quite difficult, by the way. But 3 songs. What we're going to do is listen to the songs and maybe we can talk about them as well. Is that okay? All right, let's go.
What's your color? I wanna know.
I think everyone probably knows what this is listening to
maybe
it
not
as
this
well.
part, but they know that maybe the refrain.
Yeah, it's amazing. So this one is the song we spoke about before, about it getting so much success. And 2016.
Yeah, it's 5 years old now.
Oh my goodness me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I like about this song? It's so unique, and obviously this is almost like just an a cappella.
Yeah.
How did you come about like coming up with this kind of song? Like,
I don't know. It was very random. I was in my dorm. I remember I was still at school in France, and I was like, oh, maybe I could use everything on the table like as instruments. So you can hear like other percussions, but they're not really percussions. Like they're like pens.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You can actually hear that in the background right now. But it's amazing that this song received so much love. It's a very short song, listeners. It's 1 minute 41 seconds, literally. So there's not much left of it. Shall we just have a listen to a bit more? That'd be good.
I could be red, or I could be yellow, I could be blue, or I could be purple, I could be green or pink or black or white. I could be every color you like. I could be red, or I could be yellow, I could be blue, or I could be purple, I could be green or pink or black or white. I could be every color you like. I could be red, or I could be yellow, I could be blue, or I could be purple, I could be green or pink or black or white. I could be every color you like.
All right, moving on to the next song. Oh, just all these songs. It reminds me, you're just such a genius, man. You come up, every song is so different. This one, the next
This one
song.
is a very particular song. Like it was specifically made for live loop station performance.
Right.
Yeah, so it's another a cappella song, but a little bit different from Colors because I don't use like other stuff like pens or
Right, there's no pens.
yeah, there are no
There's no pens in this one.
Yeah. So this song is called YOLO, You Only Live Once, and yeah, I made this song like to perform on Loop Station,
Right.
and so it came out like 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and it got quite a lot of love from my fans, and it's about I don't know if YOLO was a trending word like in worldwide, but in Korea like
was.
2 years ago or 3 years ago, like they used YOLO
Yeah.
as the word for like people not caring about their future and just
Exactly.
living on the moment, and that's a little different from You Only Live Once, and so this song is more about we only live once, so you got to take care of yourself, and you work hard, so you can give yourself a day off and give one day holiday. And,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting, the loop station thing as well. I don't know if our listeners know. I mean, like when Ed Sheeran first started, he's used loop
Yeah.
stations and stuff. Like when you're a live performance, if you're by yourself, you can
Yeah.
record and loop a particular
Yeah.
instrument or voice, and then it continues, and then you can like layer it basically. And that's what Stella's talking about there. Yeah, this song, it's so unique as well. I like the fact it's very minimal in terms
Yeah.
of the instrumentals, but like your voice is just really, I say voices because there's lots of them right now. It's just one voice, but lots of them. Yeah, this one's great. It's called YOLO.
어디든 좋아 나랑 너랑 우리 다 오늘은 모두 잊자 기차에 몸을 실어봐 어때 의자에 등을 기대봐 절대 후회는 하지 않을 거야 번데기는 낭비가 될 거야 열심히 살아왔잖아 이 정도의 사치는 부려도 되잖아 창밖에 밝은 별 하나 어서 가자 저기 멀리 저 불빛을 따라 You only live once 오늘이 지나면 Pretend to be the heroes on the good side
Of course, this next one. Oh, even from the introduction, people know this one. What's this one called?
It's Villain, and this is the title track from my last year's first full-length album.
Yeah.
And it's about how like nobody's just a hero or just a villain. Everybody has its hero and villain inside them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a message for people who see the world in black, white and black.
Right.
Black and white.
yeah. There are lots of people like that. It's interesting. Where did you get inspiration for this one?
It was my life.
Just your life?
Yeah, from like maybe 25 to 29.
Yeah.
Because you had to deal with a lot of like relationship problems, like
Right.
not just love relationship,
Yeah.
but like with friends or
Yeah.
people in general. Because you have to be, you have to work in the society, and it necessarily means that you have to deal with people and have problems.
Yeah.
And so when I was younger, like when I was in my early 20s. I never thought I would be a villain to somebody else, and I was always the victim, and it was not even hero. I thought I was the victim, and there were bad people.
Right.
And afterwards, like some years later, I thought, oh, so I may have hurt people.
Yeah.
And I gotta be the villain for somebody else's.
Right,
and,
right.
And so, but. It doesn't necessarily mean that I am only the villain.
Right.
Other people might have been as well.
Yeah.
So this song is about like we're all villains.
I love that. I love that. And I try to be a villain in my life.
Why?
I don't know. It's cool, isn't it? It's cool to be a villain. I can't do it though. I can't do it. I'm not cool
my
enough.
favorite characters from Marvel movies are villains.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Brilliant. So this one by Stella Jang is called Villain.
아주 못돼 먹은 작은 악마 같은 나인 걸 몰라 You're a villain 왜 아닐 거라 생각해 미처 몰랐던 악마가 아니야 내 숨 쉬고 있어 All villains 왜 아닐 거라 생각해 아주 못돼 먹은 작은 악마들이
There we go. That was Stella Jang's three songs she chose for us. Do you know what? Like, one thing when I listen to Stella's music, it's like, not with all of them, but with a song like Villain, for example, for some reason, I can kind of hear the time you spent in France. I don't know do you feel like that?
Yeah, that's what a lot of people told me about my latest EP.
Yeah.
And I never thought that I had like that much influence from my ears and friends. And more the time passes, more I realize the more I realize that because I spent like 11 years there.
Yeah.
So it had to have an influence in me. Yeah.
Of course, the music you listen to is different. Your surroundings, of
Yeah.
course. I think that's what makes Stella Jang very unique, because there aren't that many people, artists in Korea, who lived in France for 10 years or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's brilliant to hear that, I think, in the music. Excellent. All right, Stella, what we're going to do next up is, I do believe, we got another live song.
Yay!
My goodness me, we're so lucky here.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us about the next song that you're going to be doing for us?
Yeah, so in this new EP, I have like one instrumental, like 2 Korean songs, and one in English and one in French. So it was like an international album, like for me. And so now that I'm on Super K-pop, I thought I might sing this song in English called "Walking Down the Road."
Brilliant. Walking Down. So this is the second song on the new EP, by the way, listeners, which is beautiful, by the way. I don't know if you've seen it. It's beautiful, isn't it? And Walking Down the Road. All right. Well, if you'd like to get ready for us, please. Listeners, anything you're curious about when it comes to Stella Jang, why not write those into us? And I promise you, we'll be doing our best to get through as many of those as we possibly can. But for now, live in the studio, Stella Jang's going to sing for us, Walking Down the Road. You ready?
Yep. I was walking down the road, thinking I know where I'm headed to. Confidence overload, believing I was ready to say, I know what I want, I'll get what I want. Still I'm walking down the road, the same one I've been holding tight on to, but many doors seem closed. Or was I really ready to say, I know what I want, I'll get what I want. Now what have I gotta do? Do 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 Am I walking down the road? Is it even right to call it so? I'm inside a big joke. I don't believe I'm ready to say, I know what I want, I'll get what I want. Now what have I gotta do? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Absolutely beautiful there. Walking down the road by Stella Jang live in the studio. Oh my goodness me. Marco writes in for you, Stella. So beautiful voice. I'm falling in love.
Thank you.
Marco, very nice. We've got Little Tomato says Stella's song always makes you comfortable. There is something like that, isn't there? Jenga says her voice is beautiful. Samantha says I'm enjoying your singing, Stella.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's another one. Paulina, so beautiful. Love it as well. It's nice. It's nice to get comments like that, isn't it?
Thank you, everyone.
Very good, very good. So, as you said, one of the English songs from the album. It's interesting because obviously nowadays in the world, lots of people speak two, maybe three languages. But writing music, because obviously I speak two as well, writing music in a different language, is it different?
It is different,
Musically.
and I think I feel the most comfortable in Korean. And what I found was interesting is that I actually speak French better than English,
Right, yeah.
but I can't write lyrics in French.
That's really interesting.
It's because like I never tried to, so it's like I don't know, it feels weird to write lyrics in French. It's because maybe I'm more used to listening to English music.
Right.
And so I have a French song in this EP,
Yeah.
but I needed this help from a real French person.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's
A
interesting.
friend of mine, yeah.
That's really interesting, isn't it? Because you're right. I mean, I must admit, I don't listen to a lot of French music, so I don't know. Maybe like Carla Bruni.
Yeah.
Bruni, like an artist like that, maybe from back in the day. That's interesting. So obviously, it might be the first French song on a Korean artist album. I love it. It's so different and unique, isn't it? So don't worry, we are going to listen to that later on in the show. Brilliant. All right, Stella. What we're going to do next up is you helped us a bit because we asked you to write down some things for us. Flex interview.
Yeah.
So. We spoke a lot about music, but I'm very curious about Stella Jang, just the person, and things you're good at, things you like to talk about. So you were very nice to write down some things for us as well.
Yeah.
And so you've written down. We spoke about Eternals quite a lot, didn't we? You wrote down tangerines.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So it's becoming the season of harvesting tangerines in Jeju Island in Korea, and I never had this opportunity to go to harvest tangerines.
Yeah, me
and,
too.
And I'm going. I'm doing that. I'm going to do that in December with a friend of mine.
That's cool.
So that's what I'm gonna do for the flex of this and in this year-end activity.
That's nice.
Yeah, it must be so fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
Can I make a prediction? I think Stella Jang's next album in 2022, there'll be a song called Tangerines.
Oh, maybe. It could be. Oh, actually, I thought about writing a song called Orange, You're Not a Joke to Me.
Yeah.
Because in colors, there's no orange. And everybody would just leave comments about it, like, orange, am I a joke to you? Like, blah, blah, blah. And
Why was there no orange?
Because it didn't rhyme. Not rhyme, but there are no really good rhymes. But
there are none. I can't think of any.
yeah,
There are no rhymes.
but even other colors they didn't really rhyme, but they would just put in the same number of syllables.
Right, it fit perfectly. Yeah, I get it.
And I had a limited number of colors that I
Right.
could sing in the one song, and so I put out this orange, and I feel sorry for it. And there are a lot of oranges here. So.
We are orange here at Arirang Radio for sure. So no discrimination against orange, basically.
So
we love orange.
Nothing against orange.
That's going to be fun. That's going to be really good, actually. So tell us how that goes, by the way, next time you come. That'll be amazing. That'll be amazing. Take lots of pictures as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let the fans know what you're up to. That'd be brilliant. Great. You've also... Oh, no. Cat allergy.
Yeah, I have two cats at my parents' place, and I lived with them for 3 years. And
I remember.
And I didn't know that I was allergic because I already have this Piyum, rhinitis. Yeah.
Sinus problems, sinuses, yeah.
And so I never thought that it was because of the cats. That I didn't think that it got worse or anything.
Yeah.
But now that I don't live with my parents anymore, when I go back home, it gets crazy.
Really?
And so I was talking to a vet friend of mine.
Yeah.
And he would just tell me, you know what? There's this new cat food
Right.
that could maybe a little bit to turn it a little down.
Wait, cat food. Do you have to eat it?
No. Cat food that you feed cats.
okay.
This
My
this
bad.
cat food that if you give
Right.
give it to your cats, they will produce less allergens. So which makes you less allergic to cats.
That's a good tip.
Yeah, so that was the good news of the vet.
Have your parents tried it yet?
Not yet, but
Okay.
because it's super recent. But I'll make them try, and maybe I can have a cat now.
Yeah, no, I got a cat, so I might try that. I might try that because the people who come over, some of them have allergies.
Yeah, because
it's hard.
whenever I go home, like I have to take this like antihistaminic pills.
Oh yeah, it's tough, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
tough. Tough when you go see cats actually with a cat allergy. It's really hard. It's really hard. Brilliant. You've also written down seafood.
Yeah.
Seafood. What's going on?
So a lot of people in Korea say that as you get older,
Yeah.
your taste changes.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I couldn't eat raw fish, and I didn't like seashells like at all.
Right.
And these days, I have this craving for 꼬막,
Yeah.
꼬막 무침, and I like those like crustaceans.
Yeah.
Like crabs and lobsters,
Yeah.
but I never liked seashells.
Right.
Like no mussels, no oysters.
Yeah.
And starting with the 꼬막.
What is 꼬막?
꼬막 is a species of
It is, yeah.
shell, and
Yeah.
and I really love them now. And so I thought, that's now the start of aging process.
It is true because, like you were saying, you're what 29, right?
Yeah,
In
yeah.
normal, like Western age, and yeah, I think it does change a little bit. Me too. I started to like raw fish around that time as well. It's interesting.
Yeah.
But that's good because they are delicious, aren't they?
Yeah,
So good.
they are delicious. And starting with sushi, I think like now I am prepared to eat like more raw stuff.
That's good, man. That's good. Talking about food as well. Do you know what? When I think Stella Jang, and I kind of think, what does Stella Jang do when she's chilling out at home? Like in my brain, because obviously you spent lots of time in France, I start to think, she probably has some red wine and some like jazz music
You know
on.
what? Like I can't drink wine. Like I can't drink alcohol like at all because I don't have this like specific enzyme called acetaldehyde dehydrogenase.
That's a long name.
Yeah, that's a long name. So in short, I have the Asian flush.
Right, you go red basically.
Yeah.
Oh right, so there's no, you don't spend your days drinking French wine and chilling out at home. No, right. That was just in my brain, listeners.
But I like cheese.
You like cheese? Oh, cheese is good.
Fromage.
Fromage is good. Gourmand, by the way, we're talking about is cockle, the English name, the type of species of shell, which is nice. Stella, it's been a pleasure. I feel like we haven't really done a radio show. I think we've just caught up really today.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, it's been fun today. Unfortunately, we have run out of time. We run out of time. Time goes by.
I should come again.
Yeah, please do come again. Please do come again. Obviously, like your supporters and fans are really curious about what you're up to in the coming future. I don't know. Are you doing any shows or anything like that?
Maybe for next year.
Yeah.
Not this year, but maybe January or February.
That'd be brilliant.
So I'm thinking about it, and I'm also preparing for the vinyl version of not the latest one, but of the last year's album. So
That'd be amazing.
I'm up to different stuff. So please check an eye on it.
Her vinyl albums very popular. They all sell out, right? They all sell out, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all sell out. Done.
But the vinyl market is becoming like larger and larger these
They
days.
love it, yeah.
Yeah.
But yours are in particular very popular, so make sure if you can get your hands on them.
Thank you.
Well, Stella, thank you so much for coming to join us. I really
Thank
hope.
you for having me.
Yeah, I hope we see you again soon. The last song we're going to play actually is another song from yours, of course, which is called 어떤 날들, Some Days. But I really wanted to try something. The French song.
Yeah.
Can I try? Is track number 5? L'amour, les baguettes, Paris.
That was perfect.
Did it.
Because like everybody would want to pronounce the S's, you know. Like
How would you say
les,
it?
It's L'amour, les baguettes, Paris.
L'amour.
And a lot of
Okay.
people just read it like les baguettes. And,
Right.
You know, yeah.
Okay, so I did a good job.
Yeah.
There we go, listener. I just wanted to say it here on the show. Brilliant. That's it for today. We'll see Stella Jang again sometime very soon indeed. This is Super K-pop. I'm your host, Sam Carter. As I said, we'll end with another song on the album, 어떤 날들, Some Days. And we'll say goodbye for now. Stella, thank you.
Thank you. 어떤 날들은 아무 이유 없이 눈물이 흐르고 또 어떤 날은 하늘만 봐도 가슴이 벅차네 어떤 날들은 아무 이유 없이 보고 싶은 사람 또 어떤 날은 바람만 불어도 쓸쓸함만이 우연히 들은 노랫가락에 눈물이 아침에는 짜증에 후회가 가득 저녁 시간 동네 친구와 그 만남 속 좋은 오늘 하루 어떤 날들은 아무 이유 없이 눈물이 흐르고 또 어떤 날은 하늘만 봐도 가슴이 벅차네 오랜만에 반가운